Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 Blast here and welcome back to another video of this channel. Today, I'm actually going to show you a very interesting match. It's just, I don't know, it's just pretty interesting and it's something different that we have to try. And of course, we're going to do another FC24 gameplay, of course. And it's going to be Galatasaray SK up against Tottenham Hotspurs, another North London team. Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, right here on the FC24, like I told you. So Galatasaray are actually the dark horses. You know, that means they're like the dark horse team so far. And just to let you know that Galatasaray they actually qualified. They came like second place or so, I think. No, I think they came third in the Champions League. They actually went over Manchester United in the Champions League. So that means they're in the Europa League at this stage. However, Tottenham Hotspur, in my case, I would say they're doing pretty decent in Premier League. Not as good as and not as bad. So I would say pretty decent. So we don't know how it's going to go for both these sides. It's going to go either way here. Galatasaray and Tottenham Hotspurs. I actually put these two teams to play in a match because just to make it interesting, because Spurs are low English teams. They're not as good. They are good in the 2020s, but in their prime they were actually average. Whereas Galatasaray, they had good players back then. Very good players. So yeah. So I really hope you enjoy this, and please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, as it really means a lot to me. Give a big thumbs up here. And yeah, let's get headed to the stadium, where it's going to be pretty cool to go to a stadium in Turkey, I think. So yeah. So let's get headed to the stadium, man. Alright guys, we're in Turkey here, and it's going to be Galatasaray up against Tottenham Hotspur. Alright, so I think this stadium has good stadium ambience here. A lot of fans cheering for these sides. Oh, and there's Heung-min Son over here. So yeah, even though there is a Turkish commentator, or not commentator here, you know, the Turkish voice from background, it doesn't look like an actual stadium here for Turkey. It's Sanderson Park, but just to make it like realistic, they made it pretend to be in a Turkish stadium. So yeah, so here Galatasaray players, they have Mertens, Mauro Icardi and Muslera. Those three good players back then. Dries Mertens, Mauro Icardi and this Muslera. And of course, here's Spurs players. Vicario, Romero, of course the two good players, Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, and then the midfielders Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Ange Postecoglou, the coach, Australian coach here, even though he's actually born in Greece, but he is settled mostly in Australian, so of course. And this stadium is actually packed. No joke, it's actually packed with a lot of fans from these sides. And of course, here's Harry Kane, the captain of Spurs, with the armband. And Spurs starts the kickoff here. Let the match begin. So, Harry Kane had the ball, but one of the Galatasaray players took it. Oliveira has the ball. Passes to Dries Mertens, the Belgian legend here. Pass it to Zaniolo. Zaniolo to Oliveira. Can this be a goal? It is! An early goal from Galatasaray. Wow! That's a goal. I'm not sure if this is a golazo, but that's an easy goal here from Sergio Danialo, I think. Oh, no, Zaniolo. No, it's not Zaniolo. It's Sergio, something like that. Sorry, but as you can see, that was a good shot here from that player here. And as you can see, who scored? Oliveira, Sergio Oliveira. Sergio Oliveira scored the early goal for Galatasaray. I really got confused there. I thought it was Zaniolo who scored, but I was really so shocked that Galatasaray has actually opened the scoreline for these sides. Or for, just for Galatasaray, not for these sides, but yeah. So Højbjerg does a good tackle on one of the Galatasaray players, passes it to Harry Kane, but Son tried to pass back to Harry Kane, but Galatasaray had many defenders here. Now there's Angelino. Angelino tries to find players here. What can he find? He finds Zaha. Wilfred Zaha. Porro tackles him, but it's throw-in for Galatasaray. Now Zaha to Angelino. He does a good pass to Angelino. Oh, Galatasaray still has the ball. Passes it to Mertens. Mertens still has the ball. Can this be another goal? No, it's not. That's a good save from Vicario. Oh, and what a kick to save from going going to the sideline or so. Harry Kane had the ball, but that was a bad tackle here. Or good tackle from Galatasaray, but a bad run from Spurs here. Does a pretty good cross, but Heung-min Son takes the ball. Zaniolo takes it, but it's throw-in for Spurs. Of course, Heung-min Son takes it, passes it to Udogie. Then Udogie to Bissouma. Bissouma to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Højbjerg tries to skill one of them, passes back to Bissouma. And Bissouma, the African legend here. But that's a bad run from Bissouma here. A good tackle from Galatasaray. I'm really mixing things up here. Oliveira to Icardi. Icardi to Dries Mertens. Mertens shoots from outside the box, but Vicario saves it. And Maddison has it. Maddison to Harry Kane. Can Harry Kane somehow give Spurs a lifeline? He passes it to Romero. Romero to Højbjerg. Højbjerg to Harry Kane. There's no one there. This could be a goal. This could be a goal for Harry Kane. It is. What a response from Spurs. Harry Kane is the man. Comet the man, comet the hour. He's the man to save Spurs from the jaws of trailing this game. What a goal from Harry Kane. But still, of course, Harry Kane levels the game up, and now we're all tied up. Icardi has the ball, passes it to Oliveira, Sergio Oliveira. Icardi still has it. They were piling tackles. They pass it to Dries Mertens. What can Mertens do here? Mertens tries to find good space here. Does a good cross. But there were a lot of defenders here. Maddison to Harry Kane. Harry Kane, still Kane. Still Kane. Who gives the pain. But no. Oliveira to Icardi. Mauro Icardi to Dries Mertens. Mertens tries to pass it. But it's still with Galatasaray. Zaniolo. Still Zaniolo. But nah. Udogie takes it. Bissouma. Into Bissouma. Torreira takes the ball from one of the Spurs players. But look at how close it is. Galatasaray and Spurs are actually the two perfect teams to actually play this game. This wonderful game. Bissouma tries to pass it to Kane. He does eventually pass it. And then Kane does a lofty kick to Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son, can he find players? He eventually does. And that's a goal. What a goal from Spurs. Now they're actually in front. They're in the driver's seat. James Maddison. The man that puts Spurs into the lead. But what a pass from Heung-min Son. Maddison completely was powerful when he had the ball in his hand. Or should I say feet. and that's how he scored the goal. Maddison, the goal scorer for Spurs, gives Spurs the lead. And with that, we go into halftime here. Today is to do. And of course, Harry Kane, the man that equalized, who scored the equalizer goal for Spurs, is now actually very happy about this because he scored a goal and his general play was top class. And with that, we're going to go to... Alright, we're going to go to the break here. And as you can see, we're going to see the highlights here because I was really not concentrating that much. I was mostly in the, concentrating about the players here. And as you can see, Sergio Oliveira was the man that gave Galatasaray an early lead. A surprising lead from Galatasaray here, but it didn't take that long. Harry Kane equalized it at the right place at the right time. 31st minute, he equalized it. And then, of course, Heung-min Son's wonderful run here, passed it to James Maddison, and Maddison put Spurs in front. Half-time here, Spurs 2, Galatasaray 1. As you can see, the expected goals, Galatasaray had more shots than Spurs. More expected goals were coming from Galatasaray here. But still, the possession is balanced, 50-50. 9 ball recovery seconds. Galatasaray had 9 seconds to recover the ball, whereas Spurs had only 11 seconds. But look at 100% shot accuracy for Spurs, whereas for Galatasaray, 75%. 89% of dribble success rate and 85% of pass accuracy. So, yeah. What a game it has been. Second half will come shortly. Stay with us as we'll be right back. Alright, second half has already unfolded. And of course, Galatasaray do start the kickoff here. Mertens has the ball, but that's a very... He couldn't find players. Spurs are all over them. Harry Kane has the ball, passes it to James Maddison. Maddison tries to find space here. He tries to pass it to one of the players. He does pass to Son. Son to Udogie. Udogie. Still Udogie. But can he cross? Can Udogie cross? Passes it to Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son. But Nelson, I think, takes the ball from Son and puts Galatasaray, saves Galatasaray here. They were really under pressure. Mertens has the ball. Mertens. Dries Mertens, a former Napoli player, tries to find space. He does eventually find. Pass it to Zaniolo. He tried to do an acrobatic kick, as you saw, but it went off target. So as you can see, substitution came from Galatasaray. Oliveira was subbed and Demir Bey came in. And as you can see, Spurs, they're already dominating now. I mean, sure, the game is balanced, but Spurs do have good classy players like Kane. And when you have those class players, I don't think they will lose from here. Maddison has the ball. Maddison tries to pass it. He passes it back to Udogie. Then Udogie to Bissouma. Then Bissouma finds space. He passes it to Udogie, and Udogie has already got space. Passes it to Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son. What can Son do? What can this man do? He does a pretty good cross, but there was no one to take it. And Zaha safely takes the ball away from Spurs. Nelson has it. Passes it to Bardakci. Bardakci to Boy. Boy to Bardakci. Bardakci to Demirbay. Demirbay to Dries Mertens. Mertens to Icardi. No, but Demirbay has it. Now Icardi has it. Icardi. Still more to Icardi. But, of course, Spurs were over them. 20 minutes to go and still there's no goal scored for this half. But Spurs are actually leading here. They're trying to go for an insurance goal, but there's no one to support Spurs here. And Zaniolo has it. Pass it to Mauro Icardi. Icardi, but no. Why are they not passing? But still, at least they're trying their best. Is that a foul? No, it isn't. It's a good tackle from Galatasaray. And look at the pass accuracy here for Galatasaray. 88%, Spurs 86%. As you saw. Wait, can this be a goal? Oh. Almost an equalizer goal for Galatasaray. But still not yet to be. Porro takes it. Still with Porro. Porro to Van de Ven. Then Madison. Madison finds Kane. Harry Kane. What can Harry Kane do? Harry Kane with good pace and good speed. Finds space. Kane does a pretty good loft cross here, but there's no one to mark him on. No one to find Spurs here. No one to take the ball from Kane. Like, take the ball what Kane was trying to provide. Now Zaha. Zaha to Icardi. Mauro Icardi tries to find players, but I think Spurs might actually hold him in. Are they doing it? They are. Højbjerg takes it. Passes it to Romero. But still it's with Galatasaray. Zaha passes it to Dries Mertens. Mertens. 90 minutes of stoppage time. Or 1 minute added here. Can this be a chance for Galatasaray? No, it isn't. The game ends with a pretty good score here for Spurs. To dare is to do. Spurs wins this match. It hasn't been a pretty favorite game. There have only been 3 goals scored. Second half has always been like, it's been kind of boring here. But Harry Kane is given the man of the match here because, of course, if it wasn't for him, how would Spurs actually win this match? He actually provided the equalizing goal, which gave Spurs a bit of momentum, and then Madison took the match-winning goal. Yeah, we thought there were more goals in the second half, but there was nothing. And of course, as you can see from the highlights here, Oliveira scored the opening goal, which is the early goal for Galatasaray. But then, of course, never fear when Harry Kane is here. He scores an equalizer goal, which gives Spurs a bit of chance. And then, of course, James Maddison. Of course, a wonderful pass from Heung-min Son gives it to James Maddison, and he scored the match-winning goal for Spurs. Because, of course, second half was completely... There have been no chances. But look at the acrobatic. He did a bicycle kick. But it was off target. That was a wonderful attempt from Galatasaray here. But Spurs still wins this match. Of course. Of course, Spurs do dominate the ball possession. Match facts here. 6 shots for Galatasaray. They still dominate shots and the expected goals. But as you can see, there has been nothing here. 1.5 for Galatasaray. 6 shots, 14 seconds. But 53% dominated by Spurs. Tackles won. They had so many passes than Galatasaray. More tackles than Galatasaray. And of course, they won 6 tackles. Interceptions were mostly from, Galatasaray. But of course, 3 saves from Vicario gives Spurs what they needed, which is the win. And of course, that ended a match which was nothing pretty interesting, but at least 3 goals were provided, and we almost had a chance from Galatasaray for equalizing. But still, Galatasaray still loses this match despite having chances to get back in the game also. So I really hope you enjoyed this match. Please make sure to like and subscribe this, and we'll be back for another FC 24 gameplays. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and I have no words to say here. First half was actually pretty intense. 3 goals have been scored, but second half was a disappointing one as it was goalless. No one tried to find goal, no one tried to find breakthrough, as it stayed the same. But Spurs have emerged victorious in that match. Of course, Spurs was too good for Galatasaray. But actually, come to think of it, Spurs was actually the trailing side. You know why? Because Galatasaray scored the early goal during the 4th minute of this match, which was, started at that time. Galatasaray scored the opening goal. And who else scored it for Galatasaray? It was Sergio Oliveira. Scored the early goal for Galatasaray, which gave them the upper hand. They even defended this lead also. They only held the lead for 27 minutes though. But they couldn't hold the lead for too long. As you know, who actually came to equalize the goal? Well, let me give you a guess. When you have Harry Kane on your side, what can you do? Like, seriously, what can you do when you have Harry Kane on your side? Of course, he has to step up for the team. Give them a glimmer of hope. And that's what he did. He did his best and he gave. He scored an equalizing goal. Wow, he scored an equalizing goal. Kane had actually scored an equalizing goal. Of course, comet the man, comet the hour. Harry Kane was obviously, he was obviously the man of the match because of his general play and scoring the equalizer goal kind of saved Spurs into losing. But then, right after this, 14 minutes later, a wonderful pass from Heung-min Son gave it to James Maddison, who scored the match-winning goal for Tottenham Hotspurs. Yes, scored the match-winning goal for Spurs. I mean, wow, that's a good passing attribute from Heung-min Son here. That's why he's the world's best game here. But not as good as Lionel Messi, but for this video, he is the world's best game. So he got an assist. So Heung-min Son got an assist and Harry Kane got the goal. However, Galatasaray, fair play from Galatasaray though. They gave everything. And as you can see at the 56th minute or so, you have to see Galatasaray's attempt. One of the players tried to do a bicycle kick, an acrobatic bicycle kick to give Galatasaray an equalizer. But unfortunately, it was off target. That was kind of unfortunate for Galatasaray. But a good one. It was a fair one from Galatasaray. A fair play. But Spurs, congratulations to Spurs though for winning this match. And that's all we have for today. Hope you really enjoy this. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And tomorrow's video, of course, you know what it is. My 1-year anniversary. My 1-year anniversary video will be coming tomorrow here. You know why? Because, well, let me tell you. 21st January 2023 was my debut video, where I uploaded my debut video. And that actually was kind of successful here. There have been few people watching it, but there have been more likes in my debut video. So, yeah. It's been almost 1 year here, and I really can't wait that this anniversary video will be coming up, and I'm planning it for the best one. So, save the best for last. So, yeah, that's all I have to say here. Hope you really enjoy this. Please make sure to like and subscribe, as I really recommend you to subscribe and give a big thumbs up here, as if you do, I will try and upload the best videos that you ever seen. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy this. This is Brisbane 05 Blasty here, signing off.